Good morning. Welcome to another broadcast. We are done with the second week of August, and most of the companies have reported earnings. So I think over 85%, maybe 90% of companies have reported earnings. So we had a very busy last 2 weeks, some really good earnings plays, good momentum, and just a good start for August. So we're going to talk about the big picture first, and then we will jump into individual names. The scan was pretty light this morning, so we'll get right into the big picture. If this is your first time, we are on YouTube. We've been on YouTube for since January. Thank you for joining. If you're on YouTube, please hit that like button to help us out. If you are on IG or X, welcome. If you want to see the big names or the big screen, check us out on YouTube under the Streams tab. All right, I'm primarily a momentum trader, momentum continuation. I'm looking for the stocks that are running. I'm looking for tickers that have fresh news, elevated volume, and I'm focused on mastering just a few setups and applying those every day. So we stay green throughout the month just by mastering our setups and scanning the market for the best tickers, the best ideas. So let's talk big picture real quick. So I see somebody talking about BMNR. We're definitely going to talk about that. So what's going on overall? Not much has happened. There's a few headlines. The investors are looking forward to the announcement of CPI. So insights into inflation. In September, it is scheduled that the Fed will cut. Most are expecting that there'll be like a 25 basis point cut. And insight into inflation, if it's really hot, you have to be very hot in order for that to be derailed. If it's really cool, it may increase the odds of us having a greater spike. Trump has dropped some headlines on the U.S.-China trade deal. Some stuff going on in Ukraine, but I think the biggest news was around AI. So if you look at the company, the ticker's AI here, C3 AI. You see they took a dump. They were downgraded. So this is a massive, pretty big drop that happened after that news. That's around 32%. So for those that are shorting, this could be something to take a look at as a potential stock to trade. So, news around OpenAI. ChatGPT just released a new version. So there's conversation around that. Otherwise, Bitcoin spiked. So we'll see spike this morning. We gapped up about 4%. It's pulling back now. So you'll see the crypto names like Coin, BMNR, those gapping up. All right, so what am I looking at today? All right, so one of the first names that I'm looking at, which somebody put on in the chat on YouTube, we're aligned, is BMNR. So BMNR, this one, we traded this stock. It ran up from $4 at one point all the way to 155. That's a massive increase. So we had it pulled back, and then it was ranging for some time, and then now it started to push again. And with Bitcoin rising on Friday, this one actually started to rally, and then with Bitcoin gapping, it pushed up. So I'm looking to potentially trade BMNR. So we'll see if it pulls back for another bounce or if there's continuation. I know that the price is a little bit higher, but this one is definitely one of the top on my list. Interesting trade potentially. So looking at BMNR, that's one. All right, now if you want to look at those that are potential sympathies, like Mara. We traded Mara so many times last year, this year. When Bitcoin starts to run, Mara gets active, and this one can really take off. So Mara has been in a range since the end of last month. Just been in this range. It spiked, and if it just stays in the range, I'm not going to do much. But if it does, if we do start to, Bitcoin starts to create more highs, then I will be looking at Mara as well as an opportunity. So I'm gonna keep my eye on the Bitcoin names: Mara, Coin, BMNR. BMNR being the main one, and then one other will be SBET. So SBET gapped up as well. This one is closely tied to Ethereum, and we've traded it. It's been in our game plan a few times. I mean, it went from around $2 to 123 at one point. Sold off, has been moving sideways, and then now it gapped up. Screen is not changing. All right. For some reason, I think we've been having that issue. I appreciate you all. Thanks for letting me know, because I'm cycling through these stocks, and you said the screen is not changing. All right, gotcha. Hold up. One sec. I think that's on YouTube, Twitter. All right, so let me fix that real quick. Yeah, tech sometimes. All right, that's bad. There we go. Okay, all good. Let me know. Should be moving. Let me know. All good. All right. So SBET. This one, I have to keep that on monitor. So I'll make sure that I monitor to make sure that it's changing. All right. So those on Zoom, let me know. If you're on YouTube, let me know and make sure that you can see IG. You guys there, welcome. We just started streaming on IG. So let me know what you want me to take a look at, and I will. Okay. All right. So yeah, let's get to it. All right. So SBET, that's one. Now let's talk about some from the scan. Okay. Let's talk about some from the scan. So this. So BMNR is on the scan. There's a few others. I think one was BJDX. So there's been a few that have been popping up, but I just, based on higher time frame and the current catalyst, from what I can see, these aren't very interesting. So, as you all know, with these lower flow stocks, the shorts can get squeezed, and we can have trading and take a momentum scalp. So I will set my alarms, but as of right now, they aren't really at the top of my list there. Nothing really from the scan. Besides, Zim, this one was one that I was looking for a catalyst. Wanted to see what was driving it. It looks like there was some news last week. This one is a foreign company, so there may be news that is inaccessible to me that I can see. So I'm not gonna be trading that one. Yeah, it's one that I don't see anything interesting, and I think it falls outside of the companies that I trade. So yeah, I'll just keep that on the back burner, okay? Or just kind of keep a watch on it. All right, so I'm going to talk about now. I'm going to go into, so those are all the names that were interesting, okay? Now, if you're looking at mid cap and large cap, you have a stock like ALB, right? So ALB, this one is attached to lithium mining. So it gapped up, and it started to pop out of the range it was in. It gapped up, so there may be more trading. Okay, I know it's a higher price. In UPST, this one, Upstart, this one, it gave a $500 million offering, and so you're gonna see a gap. This one gapped down. So if you are on the short side, then that may be something that you're looking at. So AI, we talked about C3 AI. So that one just huge gap down. So you may want to take a look at that one. Okay, so those are our fresh news. Now I'm just going to talk about some that we've been trading from last week. like SoundHound AI. So SoundHound had it had earnings come out, and we traded it on Friday. So pre-market was active. We were trading it. I traded it in the pre-market, and then Friday at the open we traded it as well. And then there was more trading throughout the day. So that one's holding up pretty well. So I'm looking for a potential second day play on Sound. Another one that was interesting was Pinterest, and this is one that I traded as well on Friday. So it gapped down, pulled back up, and I entered around here and just kind of let it do its thing. Took some profit and then set a stop, and I got stopped out. So this was one that gapped down on earnings, and I was looking for potential recovery. So I'll keep an eye on it. Maybe it continues to break resistance levels and may have a recovery. So that's kind of how I'm looking at that play, like gap and then go. Okay, so that's one from last week, and so far it's just been on the list. Earnings, it had been overall an uptrend, and earnings came out, gapped up. We took advantage of it for 3 days. So it's just been, the volume has died out. Like Friday, moved sideways. I'm just kind of keeping my eye on it. Okay, so that's one that just taking a look at. Okay, all right. So talk to me. What are you looking at for today? Let me know what you want me to take a look at. Please help me with a 5K prop firm account. How much does that cost? I don't want it. I don't have the money. What's the orange line? VWAP, AMC. I don't know if you covered. I didn't cover AMC. I'll cover it. I think the thing about, so the AMC move, what I was looking at, let me show you. There's several resistance levels here that I'm looking for. I'm looking for AMC to clear. So now we have earnings. Here you see price spiked, pulled back, then now it's kind of grinding. So I'm looking at that 337 level, 340 level, to see how it clears. So the price has been on a downtrend, and that earnings play pushed, but there's rejections here. So see, this is a rejection level here, here, see here. So let's see if we can clear that 340 level, or the price pushes and then shorts. Okay. All right, what's the orange line? VWAP? Yes, that's VWAP. That's VWAP. Okay. EQ. It just came out with earnings. Yep. Must have just hit. Yeah, I missed this one. What did I miss this one? What did I miss? EQ. Oh, I see why I missed it. Okay. Yeah, no, that one was a good. Let me see, EQ. 17 million float. Now it's just up to 50 million financing to advance. EQ 54. Novel. Okay, so 50 million in financing. So that's driving that. Okay, let me run through the last request real quick. ALTS. Oh. After 1.5 billion raised to buy crypto tokens from World Liberty, registered direct offering. Yeah, I don't know, because that direct offering will dilute the stock. So typically that'll be a short. There are times when the market reacts differently. Yeah. Okay. All right. So man, that EQ slipped me. I mean, right around here. This is when about 10 minutes before we do the live, I have to switch over from trading to setting everything up. So, uh, yeah, that one was what's that? That one was a nice one. Pulled back here, squeezed, elevated volume. So I hope you caught that one if you were around. All right, ENTO. I think this is one of the ones yeah, I saw this morning. It's worth taking a look and just keep an eye on. One of the low floats that can give us a long play. So reactive trade on that one. NBIS. Yep, I saw this one. I think this one had broke out of this range here on, this was what, Thursday, yeah. And just ended up being a good swing. It's a really good swing. Earnings popped and then continued. Someone asked if EQ was under $1. So I set my scan to 50 cents, and if there's a really good catalyst, and everything is going in favor, like price, volume, order flow, then I'll take it. If I need to take it with lower risk, then I will. Normally, if it's like a stock that's very beaten down and it has a catalyst, like a PR that comes out that spikes up, and it's not significant, then I leave it alone. So, okay. So some of these YRTA, I'm gonna just run through. Okay, no volume there. LDS. This is someone that put this. I don't think I saw a catalyst for this one, and so if you own this call, this is where you learn stock selection. So this is good questions. Yeah, nothing here for me. A lot of noise here. I don't see a catalyst. It popped. Maybe there was one, but you can set alarms here. But I want to break out of this range here. A lot of noise, low volume there. Okay. All right. And what scanner do you use for intraday opportunities? I have never used FinViz for intraday. I use Trade Ideas. Yeah. So if you want, I have there's like a 15% discount you get on Trade Ideas. If you just put the code, that's right there. It says ProfitX. Just put that code and you can get a discount on Trade Ideas. So I am XI. This was. Let me go back and see. I'm gonna. There's a reason I skipped over this one. I think it was acquisition. Yes, it was acquisition. Okay, so these acquisition plays, it will pay $16. So typically, what will happen is for the acquisition play, when it's announced, it'll be like, let's okay, the price is at $9.29, and then it was announced that it'll be purchased for $16. So we want to be in here as low as possible, because the price discovery it's already baked in. right? It's saying, hey, we're going to purchase at 16. So we need to get in as early as possible, because if we're holding and they're going to purchase, then it's almost like almost a guaranteed profit, right? So what happens is a lot of times these will spike up quickly. You may have some trading, you may be able to get some scalps, but the closer we are to that that pricing, that price, that the acquisition price, the riskier, the less edge it has, because if they're going to purchase for 16, we're not hoping that the stocks will go up to 20, right? So that's something that keep in mind. Okay. All right, VFF just broke out. Hey, the person that's named SMALBU, just I'm gonna type my email here. Just send me an email and let's talk, okay? AUUD. That's another one. Okay, so I'd say top of the list, crypto related, BMNR. If you're shorting AI, C3, and you're looking at like something like UPST, if you can trade like the larger caps, ALB is one. SOUN is on the top of the list, and then we'll be looking at some that pop today, like VFF. We'll see what happens when price pulls, if price pulls back. This is a nice chart here. Very, very nice. Range, gap up, and then range again, and then breakout. So very nice chart. Let's see what happens if we pull back here to this resistance, pre-market resistance, and we break, or if there's some sort of setup that appears for continuation. Right now, I like that chart. Also, EQ is one that popped up on the scan this morning, so that can be one to take advantage of. Okay, all right. So I'm gonna go ahead and cut out. Give you 5 minutes to get set up, and we will let's stay at it. Okay. Congratulations to everybody who keeps showing up every day. If you continue to just get better and better, refine your process, refine your entries, find out what you need to work on, and just work on one piece at a time, one component at a time. August should have a theme. September should have a theme. October should have a theme. And you continue to get better and better and better. That's what it's about. Appreciate y'all for joining. And if you want to trade with us, hit the link in the description. I'll talk to you later. If you're on the Zoom, stay on. Let's get it. All right. Thanks, everybody. Have a good one.